Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The Azimio brigades are coming out with a very lethal bombshell. They want to know what went wrong and made the plane to crash. They want to know the secret behind the death of the late General Francis Ogola. They have gone to an extent of even now saying that Luo communities have passed through a lot and they must be recognized much or more in the government. Jeremiah Kioni is coming out with a very interesting story here and is saying enough is enough to the Luo community. That is whatever Jeremiah Kioni have said.
Reminds me of statement that have been issued in the recent past of Mambo ni Matatu, a very unfortunate statement. A statement that he tried to overthrow my win, and we still await an explanation as to what that meant. It reminds me of the death of Tom Mboya, of the death of Honorable Robert Ouko, the death of Othiambo Bai, Dr. Othiambo Bai, the death of Chris Musando, the death of Jacob Juma. It reminds me of the death of over 70 young Luo men who were killed last year during demonstrations for the sole reason that they said that their sufurias were empty. The cost of living is unbearable. It reminds me of the attempted killing of the former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga. And this brings us to a situation where we must ask ourselves some very difficult questions and a very difficult conversation that we must have as a country. This is a very high price for one tribe in Kenya, the Luo community, to pay.
Listen to Jeremiah Kioni. Now, this is a very gentleman here saying, so many suspicious deaths, Musando, Saitoti, etc. No solution, only talks. Talk is cheap. He concluded that way. Talk is cheap. What is going on here? Nini inaendelea hapa? Sielewi. Unless I can try to analyze it more. Talk is cheap. The moment you have been given the period, lifespan in this world, through God's grace, we must leave a legacy. The late General Francis Ogola have left a legacy. Is still being remembered up to date. But our concern, why is Jeremiah Kioni coming out with this move? That is what we want to break down and find more discussion. Before I carry on, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this golden chance to say thank you very much for your great support, and be blessed as you continue supporting this channel. Please consider to subscribe, watch, share, and give us your opinion if this might be your first time. Let's take a look and listen also to Azimio people speaking. Then I'm going to combine them on the same analysis.
The investigations must be open and reports made to the public. We also wish to ask the Ruto administration to consider the welfare of our disciplined forces and their families, and we suggest that in commemoration of General Ogolla and the brave soldiers who died yesterday and the countless unsung heroes, the Disciplined Forces Welfare Fund should be established as soon as possible to address the well-being of our disciplined forces. The questions Kenyans are asking in conclusion is whether it is routine for the Chief of Defense Forces to go and inspect construction of classrooms. Was this a plan had within the military, or was it a directive? There are many questions which beg answers. Even the visual images of that accident, I don't want to say anything more that may prejudice investigations. They leave us with anxiety, and answers are needed as soon as possible. Once again, our deepest condolences to the families of General Ogolla and the 8 gallant officers who perished with him, and our prayers for quick recovery.
Azimio people are demanding answers. Who killed? What made the general to die? Kwani hii ndege haikupelekwa service? Na kama ndege ilikuwa na shida, mbona walijua na walinyamaza? Ama shida gani ilipatikana juu which was beyond them? Kwa nini walienda na ndege moja? Wangeenda na ingine expert. In that kama general ndege yenye imebeba general iko na shida, ikuwe rescue. Kuna parachute. They communicate. They must think. So Azimio is coming out. Jeremiah Kioni is also coming out. Is part of Azimio. And questioning the government. What is happening? They demand answers. And they are waiting for those answers. Ladies and gentlemen, my camera is having a problem. That is why I'm trying to go very fast. But I believe I've passed for you the information. Whatever is taking place as we speak. I don't want to dwell much on this death. It's very sad, very shocking. I am deeply condole with the family members. So Azimio is also coming out and questioning the government. Nini mbaya? What should be done? Ogolla is going to be buried on Sunday this week. Then it will pass that way. You have left a legacy. I don't want to speak much on the Luo community people.